Hey guys, what is up? Mike here, Laker Talk. Let's talk Lakers basketball. Where should I begin? Lakers are now 2-5 on the season after losing to Minnesota Timberwolves on the road, 124-120. How should I sum up this game? Horrible coaching down the stretch, bad schemes, horrible play by certain players, which I'll call out in a second. No superstar to close the game or to count on when we needed him most. Under a minute with, down by 2 with the ball in your hands, and you give up the ball to Kuzma 30 feet from the basket with like 3 seconds on the shot clock. That's a horrible play. LeBron James. As good as LeBron James is, I tweeted this out. He sleepwalks through the game and puts up like MVP numbers. That's how good he is. I mean, he had 29, 11, and 10 or something like that today. I think 29, 11, and 7. I barely even notice LeBron James is on the team sometimes. That's how much he's sleepwalking. And it's true. He's lost a step. He can't beat his guy, and that's evident. And I think that's going to become more and more evident that people are noticing that he can't really beat a guy who is, like he couldn't beat Jimmy Butler off the dribble. Like sometimes he can, but you can tell he takes those long steps, and I think he's starting to notice, and I think he's starting to lose confidence in that. He gets his numbers different ways, but he can't like just take over like he used to, like when he was a spring chicken. But I'm not even, and I actually like the starting lineup with Kuzma and Brandon Ingram. I actually like that. We were going back and forth like who should start. I thought Josh Hart would definitely start at the 2, and if you should start Kuzma or Brandon Ingram. I like Brandon Ingram starting, bring Kuzma off the bench, let Kuzma be the microwave, the guy, the instant offense guy off the bench, which he is. He's a great scorer, but starting both of them, I don't mind that. But it's not Kuzma's fault. He's just not a 4 in my opinion. Kuzma's a 3. And what I mean by that is everyone thinks he's a 4. He's not a 4. He's a 3. And we're missing that type of that 3 or that 4 mentality. And I was tweeting out like earlier today, like we're missing that Montrezl Harrell type of player, Julius Randle type of player. Someone that can grab offensive rebounds, that likes to bang with the big boys, rebound and do some dirty work and defend and things like that. Kuzma likes to play the perimeter. I like Brandon Ingram in the mid-range and kind of doing some things there. LeBron James is very passive throughout the game. He's not going to bang and try to grab rebounds and get hurt, right? So we're missing that one player. We'll talk about that in a second, but so I don't really mind I didn't mind the starting lineup, but Luke Walton needs to get better at divvying up the minutes in a way that actually makes more sense. Like he takes LeBron James out in weird times or puts him back at weird times. He has certain lineups out there where it looks like they just met each other. That's how bad it looks sometimes. We look good sometimes, and it looks horrible. Give it up to Rondo. Rondo was balling out. So I'm not mad about that. Rondo balled out today when he was on the floor. That leads me to Lonzo Ball. Oh my goodness, he had a horrible game. Lonzo Ball had a terrible, terrible, terrible game. He was negative 11 on the plus minus. 4 points, 1 and 1. 0 for 4 from 3. Lonzo Ball, his shot is still inconsistent and is still suspect. I never seen a player who could hit nothing but net. His shot is either nothing but net or it's off completely. There's no in and out. Like, I never seen that in my career. How does a player hit nothing but net on most of his shots when he does make them? Like, nothing but net. Then the other shots are just off. He's the only guy. So his shot is still suspect. And yes, people can mention that, you know, LeBron, the ball not being in Lonzo's hand, him sitting in a corner is really not his game. Things like that. But Lonzo is too good of a player to have this lackadaisical game. He cannot have 2 more of these. I'm not going to defend Lonzo anymore. He has to go out fouling out or doing something. Give me 5 rebounds. Give me 6 fouls. Like, leave with a scratch on your neck or something. Like sweating with a busted nose. You're too good to have a lackadaisical game where you're not even... Not only that, you're not even like showing effort, but you're just horrible for the team when you're on the floor. So I actually like the fact that Luke sat him the whole 4th quarter. That's how bad Lonzo is. Lonzo, you cannot have, you're too good to have this type of game. You got to get used to playing off the ball, okay? We got LeBron James for 3 years. We're not going to get rid of him. So the ball will be in different people's hands at different times. You got to play off the ball. And it's not just you sitting out there taking the 3. Drive to the basket a little bit. You know, get to the line. Do something. You know, if your shot's not falling, whatever. People say keep shooting. Yeah, but you got to do other stuff. You're too good to have these lackadaisical games and for you to look like you don't even want to be on the floor. No. The spotlight's on you, and you cannot have these type of games. Trust me. Now, we're going to go back home and play Dallas Mavericks, and we'll win that game. But Lonzo can't have these type of games. If he has too many of these games, these lackadaisical games, where trust me, there will be trade rumors. If Lonzo Ball, if this becomes a regularity, right? Luke had to call him out the first half of that game, of the Denver game, the first quarter, when he had a horrible play. He was lackadaisical. Then he got in Jamal Murray's shorts and had a great second half. Lonzo cannot have these games. Trust me. And it's getting to a point where patience is going to run out. All right? We're talking about patient. We got to get better. That's all you hear these players like LeBron James and them say. We will get better. We got to get better. But we're not getting better. Patience is going to run out. Trust me. I know Rob Pelinka and Magic are saying we're not just going to sit around and see the same thing happen repetitive game after game after game after game after game after game. Something's going to happen. You're going to hear some trade rumors. Coach is going to be on the hot seat. And all these guys, I don't care who you are, we're going to try to package some of these guys for a star and try to switch it up. Because truthfully, we got some guys, and someone said this is clear, as good as Rondo is, whoever you're going to pick, Lonzo, Rondo, whatever, you don't need both of them. We have too many ball handlers and not enough shooters. Okay? So we didn't really even need, like Lance Stevenson is actually, he can bring the ball up. LeBron can bring the ball up. You know, Brandon Ingram can bring the ball up. Lonzo. I don't know. Some of these guys, we got too many guys and not enough guys that we need. We're missing like a Montrezl Harrell type of player. A Julius Randle type of player. That's what we really need. We need one of those players in the middle to bang and defend and do the dirty work. All right? Kuzma is a 3. He's not a 4. All right? As good as Kuzma is, he can score and all that stuff. He's not a 3, or he's not a 4. He's not going to bang. He's not going to rebound. He's not going to defend. Brandon Ingram's a 3. LeBron James is a 4, but guess what? He's not going to get hurt. He's going to save himself. He's going to put up MVP numbers and play on the outside. Okay, so he's not going to bang. JaVale McGee is wheezing up and down the floor. Poor JaVale McGee is trying to play his heart out, but we need somebody else in the mix to do some dirty work. And Jonathan Williams is actually providing that, but he's a little light in the back pocket. I love what Jonathan Williams is doing. He's giving his all, but he's just light in the back pocket. We need somebody about 20 pounds heavier than him, 30 pounds heavier than him to do what he's doing. Maybe an inch taller. So, to be determined. The only good thing is we're going back home and we play Dallas Mavericks, and we always play the Dallas Mavericks good at home. So hopefully we get that win, end up 3-5. Lots of stuff to talk about. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for commenting, liking, subscribing. I hate losing. Follow me on Twitter at MikeSportsLA. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MikeSportsLA. Holla at you guys. Peace.